Before we start, I want to say one thing to you. If you are someone who believes in second chances and personal growth, then stay with me until the end of the story. And if you are new here, take a moment to subscribe because this channel is all about real stories and deep lessons that can change your life. Now let me take you back to a moment I can never forget. It was the time when I thought I had everything figured out. I was confident, sure of my decisions, and proud of the path I had chosen, but what I didn't know was that I was walking straight into my biggest mistake. There was a time when I got an opportunity that could have changed everything for me. It was something I had worked for years to get, but at that moment I was afraid of failing, afraid of what people would think if I tried and couldn't make it, so I said no. I told myself maybe later, maybe next time, but deep down I knew I had just turned my back on something that would never come again. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months, and every time I saw someone else doing what I could have done, a small voice inside whispered, "This could have been you." That voice never stopped. It followed me to my work, to my home, even in my dreams. It was not just regret, it was a painful reminder that fear had stolen something from me. For a long time I blamed others. I said maybe it wasn't meant for me, maybe life had different plans, but deep inside I knew the truth. It wasn't life that stopped me, it was me. I stopped myself, my doubt, my fear, my comfort zone. One evening I was sitting alone looking at old photos, thinking about the life I could have had, and in that silence I realized something important. Regret doesn't come from failure, it comes from never trying. Failure hurts, but regret breaks you from inside. That night I made a decision. I told myself no matter how hard it gets, I will never let fear decide my future again. I will take every chance I get, even if I fall, because falling is better than never flying. From that day, I started small. I took little risks. I said yes to things that scared me. I spoke when I wanted to stay silent. I applied for things I thought I was not ready for. And you know what happened? Some things didn't work out, but some did, and those few wins started to rebuild my confidence. Slowly, my life began to change. I learned that courage doesn't mean you are not afraid. It means you choose to act, even when you are scared. And every time I made a bold move, life rewarded me with something new, something I never expected. Today, when I look back at my biggest regret, I don't see it as a failure anymore. I see it as a turning point, the moment that taught me what really matters. It showed me that fear is temporary, but regret lasts forever. And if you want to build a life you're proud of, you must choose courage over comfort every single day. I share this story with you because maybe right now you are standing at a similar point. Maybe you are afraid to take a step, afraid to speak, afraid to start something new. Maybe you are worried about what people will say or what if it doesn't work. But let me tell you, this regret is the price you pay for silence and hesitation. Do not let fear steal your future like it once stole mine. Whatever your dream is, no matter how impossible it feels, take that first step. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be brave, because the only people who never fail are the ones who never try. If this story touched you in any way, remember this channel is a space for real stories like this, ones that remind us that life is not about being flawless, it's about growing, learning, and becoming stronger every day. So stay here, be part of this journey, and subscribe if you haven't already.